Make some noise for your next comedian, Nic Ferrell, everybody. Nic Ferrell is next. 60 seconds uninterrupted. Here he comes, his Kill Tony debut, Nic Ferrell.
Yeah.
Make some noise for Nick, everybody.
Yeah, cool. Hell yeah, we got a sexy crowd here tonight. You guys give yourselves a hand for coming out, being sexy. Yeah. Cool. A couple of the wrong people clap, but that's okay. I didn't clap either. I don't think I'm sexy. I don't know why she laughed. I'm just not very smooth with women, I think, is my issue. Like, I kind of just tank my whole thing any chance I get. I was out at a bar talking to a girl the other night, and it was surprisingly going kind of well. And then, like, out of nowhere, she leaned in, and she asked if I liked rough sex. I don't know what to say to that, guys. So I just try to, play it cool, be honest. And so I told her I have eczema. So I might be like the roughest sex you ever fucking have, baby. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they didn't call me old 60 grit in high school for no reason, Yeah. You guys like that way more than she liked it. Surprisingly though, we kept talking some, and she was like, I think it'd be hot if you could like handcuff me to your bed frame. And I was like, I'm flattered you think I have a bed frame.
It's your boy Toast. We're back with Top Tier Media Live, and who we outside with right now, man?
I am Nic Ferrell, and I'm excited to finally do the podcast. It's been a long time in the making.
We're so glad you're here.
Yeah.
We're so glad you made the time to actually do the thing, and I really appreciate it, dude.
Yeah, man.
So
I'll sit at a park bench for anyone, dude.
that's lit. Hey, this is locking in right here.
Yeah.
All 2026, we're locking in right here.
Totally.
So talk to us. We're gonna go right out the gate. What was it like being on Kill Tony, man? What was it like having that experience? Him just calling your name out there.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, it was I don't know. You've seen the show. You watched a decent bit.
I'm a
of it,
fan. I like it.
It can go pretty awful, for
Yeah.
some people, and I felt like it didn't go that awful. It went pretty good.
No, you
so-
got invited to do an after show and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, it was cool. It was in my head I'm like, this should work. 1 minute. I've been doing stand up for a couple years at that point. I'm like, unless the room just hates me or you walk in. It's weird because you're not like on location, like you're like across the street at a
Mhm.
bar. So like you don't get to like watch the show and know like what the vibe is as it's happening. So you could like walk into like a totally awful and like not know the context of like
Ooh.
the person before you just like got up there and like was ripping slurs or something, and then you come in there with your fucking eczema jokes and just eat a dick in front of a million people. It's totally like a thing. So
So
it was
you
cool.
you only hear, like, take us back to the moment. So you only
So
hear.
you're like across the street at a bar with like 200 people, 200 comics just like waiting, and they probably pull like 10 people a night for the show, and you're just over there, and they have like a Kill Tony production has like a runner who runs back and forth across the street because you're like across the street from the mothership.
They got a roadie.
Yeah, so they got like a track star, like just doing cardio all night, running back and forth, and it's like a good little clip across the street, and you got to run through the back alley, and
So everybody knows who that person is that's running
everyone
through.
sees this guy running with a headset all night, and he runs over, and they got like a karaoke thing at the bar you're at, and he takes the mic, and he's like, "So and so, you're on Kill Tony," and then everyone kind of claps. It's like Hunger Games shit. For
Oh,
real. Like,
shit.
It's totally like
Oh shit.
you're just watching dudes get up there and get sacrificed for real. So.
No wonder, because I've seen a couple people get completely slathered, plastered before they get into the.
Well, and most people, it's sort of like within like the Austin comedy scene, it's sort of like it's like a cultural event where
Mhm.
it's like there's people there with coolers, and like most people are there kind of hanging out.
Oh wow, it's like
Well, I
like
mean, like,
tailgating and shit.
Yeah, it's totally like tailgating, like because statistically, like majority of the people there are just going every week and hanging out and not getting pulled. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you can't like totally fuck off because like if you get pulled and you've had like 7 Modelo's, you're gonna get up there and shit the bed, So like, it's sort of, and you see that happen too.
Do you get to stay and watch the show afterwards, or
No,
do you?
dude, it's totally like it's like Fort Knox. That whole club is like Fort Knox, where
Really?
like you come in the back, you get like patted down, they take all your stuff, and they metal detect you, and like every dude is like fucking lightweight UFC champ. Every single security guy in the whole place has like
It's employed by
MMA guys.
yeah.
Like it's like you're either
It's Joe
everyone
Rogan's
there,
spot, man.
totally, yeah. It's like everyone there is either like a working comic or like a UFC dude who will fuck you up. And I get it for like security reasons. Like there'd probably be a lot of people trying to like get in there, but
Mm,
yeah, you come in, they totally like metal detect you, and
I'm
as soon
thinking,
as you're done, you're out the door and you're back in an alley, and you're just like, fuck, I
what the
hope that.
fuck just
Yeah, I'm
happened?
like, what did I say up there? I think that was fine.
So they hustle you in, you get your minute of fame, then they get your little interview in, which I feel like your interview went pretty well
Yeah,
compared to a lot of people I've seen.
totally. Yeah, I think
Uh,
it went decent.
I feel like he represented Arkansas very well in that because I've seen a couple other people from Arkansas and
Yeah,
they were all right,
yeah,
or they were saying stuff they shouldn't be saying, and
yeah. That was the cool part. Was like it definitely was cool to like
they were all
shout out
shocked.
the scene and
Yeah,
like I mean like I mean you're like in the arts up here. Like there's cool people doing cool shit in Northwest Arkansas, and it gets sort of like it doesn't get as much credit as I think. I think in like the future as stuff grows and stuff, I think this will become like more recognizable of a scene.
I think it's a huge deal now too, but
Yeah.
it's this like even this little interview right now is super historic in my opinion because it's like there is a pathway for all of these things to happen,
Mhm.
and to happen correctly, we just got to figure out how to make it work in different places, which in that different place happens to be here
Yeah.
versus in Austin and
And
other places.
the quality the thing I've noticed is like the quality is still there. Like it's like not like the stuff that people are putting out here is like rinky dink bullshit, It's like there's like legit,
Yeah.
good art, good musicians, good comics, good fucking,
So
just people doing stuff.
were your friends hyping you up beforehand or after the whole Kill Tony thing?
So I didn't tell anyone. There's like a 2-week delay.
Hmm.
So I like went to Austin for like I don't know if it was Thanksgiving or I think it was over the summer, so I was just there visiting family. And then you have 2 weeks to sit on it, that info, and then like they premiere it live 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Um, so I didn't tell anyone. It's also like such like when you do like go back out in the alley and you're like, I mean I knew it went good enough because I got like the secret show in the book and stuff, and
Yeah.
so I was like it went fine. But then you're also just like, was it that like until you watch it back, you're like I don't know how that went. You kind of just black out a little bit.
That's
So
crazy. That's
yeah,
like full story. At least I know now. It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
some of the other people that tune in and stuff will know now. But
Totally. And
you
then
know,
after it aired, it was cool because all the like local there's people like Little Rock Comics and just all the people because you do just meet like a network of cool comedians just from doing it.
so did your um factor of like people like your notoriety it went up super high, or like people were reaching out to you afterwards, or
I had like 3 nice autistic guys that were like, "Hey, that was awesome on Kill Tony." That was my only DMs.
damn,
But I was like, "Thanks,
damn.
bro. Love you. Appreciate it."
So tell us about like Club 509 and how you started all that and how you were putting yourself into working there.
Yeah, I mean, so I didn't start. I mean, like I took over 509. Renaga, the owner, R.I.P. to Renaga. He, it was his place, and then Jordan Williams, him and Isaac Martin, these two dudes, sort of like got it going. This was like when I was first starting stand up. They were running, started that whole show, and then Jordan moved, and uh, basically I didn't take it over till Renaga passed, and it was kind of like up in the air of like what's gonna happen to this room.
Right.
Um, and I'm like, I live, in Fayetteville. I'm like, I can walk to the place, and if you just need someone there to like host the open mic and just make sure the soundboard and everything works, I don't mind doing that. So
I've seen more people in that place before than some of the bars around here, which is very surprising, but it's also awesome.
when it was rolling, it was like when it was filled out, it was like I mean, it still is one of the best rooms in Fayetteville.
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's not a there was kind of a minute where it was like, is this gonna die out? But I believe now being name changed to Artemis, I think.
Hmm.
And I talked to the guy who's one of like the main investor guys, and I think they're gonna moving forward into 2026. It's gonna keep doing shows and stuff there, and I
Sick.
think they're gearing up to start um, booking music acts and comedy acts, and I think it'll be cool. It's just like it's kind of sad. A lot of the spots have like um, I feel like they're just in the last like 2 years, a lot of spots have sort of died out.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's just like rent increases as like Fayetteville gets bigger or what, but um, like Cork and Keg and Smoke and Barrel and Busters and
Buster's rip, dude.
the little what was the little like Kwanzaa hut thing or whatever it was called? That little like Airstream spot, AM PM or whatever the fuck it was called. But all these little
Mhm.
spots that used to do like cool pop-up shows and stuff sort of started closing down, and that sucks because like what I've been talking to some comedy friends about is like the thing that keeps us from being like the small sort of like rinky-dink scene that I feel like other parts of the country see us as is like if we have spots to get up and stages and venues to perform, and like as long as there's shit going on, people will continue to get better.
Right.
Is sort of my like thought process.
Stage time and stage presence is super needed, especially whenever you think you have something that's really good, but you get
Yeah,
the reaction that you get,
yeah, you
and
got to
it's like,
test it in
okay,
front of people, and the people here are just as good as any people
yeah,
anywhere. So it's like, um, if it works here, it should work other places. So and that's the same with music and
no, it's
comedy
definitely the
and
same.
stuff.
Yeah,
Um, so like I've been kind of talking with people locally of like, you know, sort of on us to like produce shit, like to get shows and
yeah.
go and produce stuff. That's why the show at Kick was so cool. That was like that was an awesome little experiment, and I think we'll do some shit there again. I have some Austin comics I'd like to bring up for a show in the
I love
spring.
that spot, dude.
Yeah,
I love the
shout out there.
yeah. Shout out there, bro. That
Uh,
was where I started interning and doing a lot of my video editing work and
yeah,
just shit in
he's the
general.
man,
He is the
and
man.
he's cool because we talked a lot about like the community thing, where it's like that's a cool thing the community has. This is a business and like an entity, and it's cool to have that sort of vibe. Um, that mixes well with like with other stuff.
Right.
It's like community events and people want to hear music. People want like live stand up, and it's cool. That's like right off Dixon,
Hmm.
and people can walk there, and it sort of feels like when you're in there, it feels like you're in a bigger city, just like you just ducked off into a cool little spot in a bigger city.
Right.
Um,
No, it's definitely that type of vibe in there. All of Dixon, really, especially if you can really make it that
yeah,
unique moment and stuff too. Because there's a lot of times I've seen um, it happen. Like there's just there's a correct way to do it. You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
And people want it. Like
Yeah.
when there's some shit like that, and people are like, "Oh, this is like really sick. Like this is like this is a cool thing."
Yeah.
That was like the main sort of takeaway. I feel like people were just like, um, people want something fun to do on like a Saturday night. That's not just like go to a, you know, fucking JJ's or whatever. No shade to JJ's,
No
but like
shade,
people
JJ's.
want some. People don't want to just go to piano bar.
And
So
I refuse to get scalped for a Hogs ticket,
yeah,
and I refuse to, like, or watch us lose because that's pretty common. But
yeah, it's
but
depressing.
no, just more than depressing. There's a cult following for sports around here, and it's
Yeah,
just like that. Sometimes that's the only entertainment people are okay with here, and it really
yeah,
bothers me. Like, why don't we ever use the football stadium for a show, or like because it sits there and the lights are always on, or
yeah,
like why
yeah,
don't we ever, like, we've used Bud Walton Arena like 2 times in the last year for like a YouTuber convention and then
yeah.
something else,
I
and like
think
it's
Theo Vaughn could
Theo,
do
yeah,
that.
and that's the other
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Theo Vaughn was there, and I didn't even get to score tickets to that because
yeah,
it was available, but it was like promoted for so long that like all of the other stuff started getting jumbled up. So I was like, no,
sure.
I can't even go. My buddies went though, so
Yeah.
it was a good time for them.
Yeah, I feel like the thing Fayetteville has to beat is they got to beat it's so much more than just the college town,
Of course.
Um, it's just there's a lot more to it than the college town, and I feel like over time, the elements of it that are outside of the, the university are gonna grow, um, and hopefully that translates to getting some cool like music venues and some cool clubs and other spots and stuff that it'll always I think have like a strong like base of students, just by nature of the university being here. But
And it's cheaper than a lot of other places I've heard. It's
yeah,
got a lot to offer. The agriculture program's really high.
sure.
That's all cool and all, but like,
Hmm.
um, there's not very, like, unless you're going to the Walmart Amp or going to the Hogs game or something like that, or it's a local showcase from your homie or whatever. It's not really much going on when it comes to stuff like that, unless people like yourself or other people that I know in the entertainment industry doing the same thing. JJ's, or not JJ's, excuse me, Ozark Music Hall.
Yeah,
You know,
they're putting some
they're
cool
put
shit on.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't seen any um I seen Cam Patterson came one time. I
Yeah, he
seen
came for a Big Diamond Festival last year. That was really cool. That was a Raj.
that was Raj.
Yeah, Raj and Sam Talon and Raj Suresh to sort of coordinate that and put that together, and that's like a cool thing. That's sort of like I was talking to my dad about it, and he was like, that could be like a same way ACL started, like in a field, and was like a small little thing.
Mhm.
It's like, but now Austin City Limits is like, one of the biggest festivals. It's like a nationwide known festival. Um,
So is it bigger than SXXW, or is it that's just
I don't. I think South by is like more days, but I
Mhm.
think ACL, in my head at least, ACL is more of like the event. That's like you get the wristband, you go, you're in Zilker Park. All like the big headliner acts and stuff are gonna come, and that's more of like the festival thing. South by is, I guess, still like the festival, and there's music happening all over the place, but ACL is like at a single location, I
Mhm.
guess. Um, but more so just like it just takes someone to coordinate it and put it together, and then to continue to do that, and then with time and with more people moving to a city and with the city getting bigger, all of a sudden it's like this cool thing that makes a city like recognizable, or it's like a defining sort of thing you think of when you think of the city. And it was cool to have the Big Diamond Comedy Festival like be right up the road from us,
Yeah,
and to
that's
have
lit.
like so many big names. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they had a ton of
There are huge
legit
festivals that do happen
comedians.
here.
Yeah,
There's big ones like there's Wakan, and then there was Backwoods,
yeah,
which is just strictly music. But they have done comedy things there in the past, but it just quite wasn't what you guys are doing. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? Even on a smaller to big aspect, and the Big Diamond Festival, and then some of the things that the Momentary are putting together and
Yeah.
stuff. Um, do you see yourself doing comedy full time after this continuously, or like where do we even see you now?
Yeah, I mean, the goal is to like at some point the goal is to sort of like do it be busy enough to where it can like pay all the bills and everything. Right now I'm just kind of happy to like book as much shit as I can do. Um and yeah, I mean, hopefully this year, I think this year is going to be the year of like producing shit. Because there is sort of a vacuum opening up, I guess. Like shit is closing, which sucks. Like Black Apple was one of like the longest running. It was like a 9 year uh free show every Thursday up in Springdale, and that's closing, which sucks.
That does suck.
And so now it's like, there used to be like 4 or 5 spots that were like sure thing. You know, Getting booked on them and having like work, shows to work on shit. And with like certain spots closing, it's like feels like making some spots is going to be sort of the thing.
The move, yeah.
Well, because if not, I mean, like I've already started like reaching out and booking shows that are like or getting booked on shows like I don't want to have to go to Kansas City and Tulsa and Little Rock and
That's a lot of
Memphis.
money.
It's a lot of miles, yeah.
Mhm.
Which I am fine to do, but like there should be stuff here as well.
No, 110%. Me and the music people talk about that shit a lot, and it's kind of ironic. I wouldn't say funny, but it's kind of ironic that it's the same thing that you
Yeah,
guys are going through. It's the same thing for us. It's like either it's too big and they don't want us on because of how much money that is involved with the arts and the music that they have and the
yeah.
programming that they have, versus like just even having small stage time and presence. Like where do you even practice these things at? Like
Yeah, I mean, we're at open mics, so that's the thing is when the open mics die, that's when people are really fucked because like you need weekly spots that are like low pressure to practice. Um, so right now it's Tuesdays. And this is a plug for anyone that wants to go to an open mic comedy. It's sort of a fun. Some people like open mics better than the real show because there are people who get up there and you get to just go, oh fuck,
I kind
that's
of like
crazy.
I
Like,
kind of like
damn,
those,
like I've
bro.
never seen anyone do anything like that. So some people are into that sadistic, torture shit, but
I
um,
think it's funny when people bomb sometimes because it's like, dude, it was so bad that it was funny.
And then you're like, damn, and that's not the first time you've said that either. That's something you've been saying.
Like
It's
you've been saying
crazy.
that in the mirror to yourself.
Yeah.
Like, bro.
Like you wrote that down, and we're like, yeah, that's some shit right there. That's some shit. I need to tell a room of people that.
I tried comedy one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was for whenever who was it? When they brought Uncle Laser and they did that open mic at West End.
Yeah.
And I shit you not, this is how it was. I was in the bed and I was like just scrolling on my phone or something.
Yeah.
And my manager calls me and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing right now?"
Uh-huh.
And I said, I'm going to bed. Da, da, da. He's like, "Nah, bring your ass to the club." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "What's going on, man?" He's like, "You want to be a part of the show or not?" And I'm
Nice.
like, "Sure, I'll try it." And I show up and they were doing like head-to-head things. Like it was I think you were there
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was the contest
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
and I did so bad.
Yeah.
I did so bad. I thought I was gonna do at least okay.
Yeah.
And I did so bad because they put me up next to this guy that had this accent and he fucking just started saying
I
shit.
remember that.
Yeah, and he totally won, bro. Like he totally, I don't even know what that guy's name was, but
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then I remember that chick won and she ended up getting the open for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
guy. Yeah, and that was a really wholesome moment because like I that was like the first female comedian here that I had seen that gotten like everybody in the room involved and it was like anticipatingly like, yeah, I'll go see that. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
enjoyed that. Your set was obviously good
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. It
You
was
know,
sweet.
it was super nice. It was super wholesome moment. I liked that a lot.
It was just cool doing shit at that again. That's like that's a room that I feel like is under tapped for stand up. Like works well for stand up. I'm actually doing a set at West End. Fuck, I don't know, next week I think, or
Uh-oh.
January 22nd I think. There's a guy that's producing a show there. I don't know if it's gonna be a regular thing, but I'd like it to be a regular thing.
Yeah.
Because again, we need like
More.
cool
We need it all.
spots to do shit at.
Do you feel like the forefather, like the front guy?
No, I mean I think like
Here, not obviously everywhere else, but like here, do you feel like you're
I've
putting in
been
that
doing it.
footwork?
I think I'm just people do like it's like a game of attrition comedy. I heard someone say that, and I've thought about that a lot. It's like the people that end up doing it professionally are just the people that like never quit doing it. You know,
Mm.
there's so many people that stop doing it or move or like have other. There's like a lot of other shit that's more important and probably more fulfilling of a lifestyle. You know, it's
Waking
like,
up
do I
at
wanna?
7 in the morning, going to bed
Yeah,
at 4 a.m.
yeah.
Don't work out every time.
Yeah, do I want to see the light in my child's eyes, or do I want to go sit at Nomads to tell a dick joke for 4 minutes? You know, it's like there is other ways of life, but no, at this point it's just like there's people that I would say I'm in the older of the class of people in Fayetteville that have just been doing it for that like 4 or 5 year, 6 year length. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the people that I started going to Nomads with when I first started doing open mics. Um, there's like a core group of people, and I would say all the core group of people are sort of like you do sort of become just the people that have been doing it longer.
Right.
You know, and that's important to like produce shit. It's like at that point, it's like I feel like you sort of have um the expectation of like, all right, like you've been doing it long enough to where you should know how to like go to a venue and get a thing to produce, you know, and you
Most
should be able to
definitely.
produce a thing. And you kind of owe it to the new people starting to like have open mics and have shows and have shit for people to do. So that's more how I see it. Is like it's at this point, it's like if you've been doing it long enough and you can't like get a show going or you don't know these things, it's like you need to fucking step it up a little bit.
Do some research.
Do some research, just try some shit. You know, a lot of it's just like experimenting and um, you know, people will tell you no for
Is,
sure, but
is there a joke that you have that is like your favorite that just never really worked out? Or it was just like you had to put it on the back burner till it just.
yeah, I feel like a lot of jokes end up going on the back burner. A lot of bad Asian accents. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man,
You know, a
those are
lot
kind
of
of my favorite.
you
No.
know, those aren't ready yet. It's like Back to the Future. It's like you guys don't get it, but your kids are gonna love it.
Yeah.
No, it is like a revision thing. Like it's like you write shit, you go do it at open mics, and you're like that was okay, or you're like that was bad, or sometimes you're like that was good. But most of the time, it's like you do some shit,
Surely it's
put
not
it
like
back in the vault, and then tinker with it, and
okay.
you know. I don't know if a vault is the right word, more of like a old shoebox, you know, as far
Where you
as
keep the ones and the fives.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Down under the bed and get scoliosis.
Bro. So is there like a set way to like write a joke? Because like, you know, it may only take you like an hour or four to like make a song, and it actually might be a hit if you have the time. But it's like how long does it take to construct a joke? How long does it take to actually make something that's a hitter?
I don't know. I mean, it's definitely different for different people. Like style wise too is different. Like there's some people that are like it is way more comedy is a lot more like music than um I think people as far as genres, you know, where
Hmm.
it's like some dude that's doing like EDM stuff is gonna have a totally different like approach and process than like a dude who's doing like, you know, super lyrical like rap verses, you
For
know.
sure.
And there's some people that like they craft a story over like months. They're like doing the same sort of story and changing details and adding stuff and tinkering. And there's some guys that just do like short one-linery stuff, and it's like they're neither is like better or worse or anything. It's just different sort of like ways you can approach it.
Right.
Um, I don't know like stylistically if I have like a style. I'm sort of like when I feel like I've written a lot of like short jokes. I'm like, let me try to like write a story, or let me try to do like more of an act out thing, or because I feel like you want to like basketball, you want to be able to like drive like with either way, you know, like right hand, left hand, and like know all the different tricks and
Right.
shit. Um, so I don't know if that was a good answer, but I
No,
feel
that's
like it's
it's
just
no,
like
it's a proper like if I've heard a lot, even the people on the panel at like the Tony thing,
sure.
you know, saying like making a funny face or a funny noise just in between
Little
the like
things
little
make a
thing.
huge
Yeah,
difference too. You'll do a bit the same way, and then like yeah, one night there'll be like a shitty crowd, and you'll be like kind of fucking annoyed, and you'll just do something because you don't really give a fuck, and you're just messing around, and then it's like, oh, you needed to like have I don't give a fuck energy
energy.
to to explore this thing in a way that was like and then you're like fuck, I was missing that piece of it the whole time. So that's like that's a really fun part is it is sort of a little puzzle
Right.
of doing it. And then at the end of the day it's like, you know, talking about fucking cum. It's like not that deep.
So,
Like you're not fucking Einstein, you know?
when did you know you were gonna be a comic, man? Because like this had to happen way, way, way back then. Like this, you've had to been, you know, at least doing it for a while now.
I mean I always liked it. There was like phases where I had like Pandora and like in middle school I didn't have like, you know, I didn't have like a way to like
Ah,
I wasn't buying music
I
like,
remember
you
Pandora.
know, where it's like you had like a station and it was nice because it was kind of like free. It was like free radio. It was like tailored sort of free radio where it's like I could have like one artist I like and make a station for them.
Didn't Spotify buy Pandora?
I don't know. I don't know if Pandora's still
What
kicking or
happened to
not.
that? Anyways,
It
my
got
bad.
super no, it's fine. It got super ad heavy, I know that. But like initially whenever I was using it back in like middle school, it's like sort of just like unlimited skips and you could just listen to whatever. And at some point I like was listening to like comedy radio. Um and then I was like, damn, like I really like this. Like this is like just you know, I'm in sixth grade algebra class listening to fucking
Ron White.
yeah, literally John Mulaney or Bill Burr or whoever, you know, and it's just like you're just listening to like some like raunchy Patrice O'Neill bit, and you're just like, yeah, dude, this is
Who
way
even
cooler than
is this
algebra.
guy?
Algebra fucking blows, dude. I'm never learning this shit.
My dad would play Sirius XM, and he had the comedy station.
Yeah, it was sort of like my
Yeah,
Sirius XM. I didn't know like what that was at the time, but
I didn't either. I just knew that I knew Ron White's voice because I knew
yeah,
all the rappers and shit. And like,
yeah,
and
potato salad or whatever.
he's drinking fucking $2,000 bottles of scotch on
Yeah,
stage.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, I was just listening to shit on there, and then it was cool because like you were really able to explore a thing. You could like it would suggest you people, but then I could be like, oh, I really like Bo Burnham was a guy I was hearing his like songs, but it would be like stand up in between his songs, and then I've made like a Bo Burnham radio, and you just get more of that, and you get more people that are like sort of similar to that. So you get like Dimitri Martin and some people that are doing more. I don't know, it's like a different style, but um,
We had the special DVDs too. It was the first one was I ever watched was Cat Williams is pimping.
Yeah.
That was like one of the best
Yeah.
ones. I was like, oh, we get to watch this tonight.
That's cool.
My parents let me
That's
watch
really
that
cool.
shit.
Yeah, like I didn't fucking know what we ordered. You're good.
Yeah. No, they had the DVDs, like the whole collection, and like it, like
Your
all
parents
of
did?
yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And
That's dope.
we had a 5-disc CD changer, man.
Yeah.
And the top 3 was the first 3 Fridays, and in the bottom was like Bad Boys or
That's a
and
cool
Cat
house.
Williams.
That's a sick house. Yeah, we had I was thinking about the DVD cabinet the other day.
What happened to DVDs, bro?
I don't know. I mean, my parents still got some, but I think a lot of them just ended up going to Goodwill and shit.
That's a shame.
But I remember like being a kid and my parents having friends over and then putting on there was like certain DVDs that like, they were next to like, the Disney movies and Batman and shit that was like my sort of section of the thing.
Yeah,
But then my parents they had Dumb and Dumber and Step Brothers.
Step Brothers.
And it had like the big unrated red stamp on it.
Yeah,
And I just wanted like that was like in my head, it was like one of those things that was like in a an unattainable thing that I was like one day I'm gonna get to watch because they were like they had friends over and they were like I'm in like second grade or something. It was like you gotta go upstairs and fucking go to bed, dude. I remember sitting at
oh,
the top of the steps and hearing like laughter, like them just like dying laughing and then being like he put his nutsack on his drums or something,
bro.
like I don't know some of that
Not related though, right? Not related to Will Ferrell.
no.
No.
No, not related. That would be
I'm just
I'm
kidding.
sure the comedy would be fucking easier. I'm sure I could get booked at a Zanies or something if I had some connections. But
Dude's old now too. Old as shit.
yeah, he's got it. I don't know how old he is. Probably what 60 or something.
I don't know,
Like, close to
man. Like I
60?
saw him and I was like, that's not Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, he's the man though.
Funny guy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Jump back. Anyway,
Yeah, he's
so
kind of teleported. Nah, I don't know. I'm not gonna be that guy. But no, fuck no.
we had a lot of fun comedy talk. So now, what are your thoughts on the U.S. invading Venezuela?
Oh my god, bro, my grandma. So no, real shit. I texted my grandma and I was like, "Yo, we just fucking kidnapping presidents out here. Like, what
Sure.
the fuck are we doing?"
Uh-huh.
And she said, "She's a fucking, she's blue." And I was like, I said that to her, and she was like, "Well, he was a drug dealer and this and that." And I'm like, "You can't part-time be Democrat, bro. Like,
Sure.
you can't. That's not how this works. It's
Sure.
like." It's for oil and oil only. And that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I don't care about it.
I don't have. I genuinely don't know. I heard Venezuela. I saw a headline that said we're doing something with them. I don't know anything.
We got the
about it.
president and his wife.
Yeah.
Scooped him up.
Damn.
Scooped him up and blew it up.
Scoop and blew it.
Scoop and blew, dude.
Damn, dude.
Scoop and blew.
Say, quit messing around over there.
Yeah.
Get scooped and blown or whatever.
It had something to do with the main bank over there or some shit.
They got banks in Venezuela?
Yeah, it had to do, it was like directly connected to the upper class, and it was
Sure.
their banks
Yeah.
that ran the whole government systematic.
Sure.
So it wasn't like it wasn't like a mint or something like that. It was like basically a fucking dirty ass bank.
Damn.
You know, that's the way it was explained that I've seen on a couple of things, but I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that shit.
Yeah, I'm like I just like don't really have the bandwidth for it. I should whenever I saw the headline about the Venezuela thing, I shit you not, I was watching Despicable Me.
Oh my god.
I'm like, I can't be distracted with this war shit right now.
The most unrealistic movie.
I got important fucking. I gotta watch this epic animated movie.
Yeah.
That movie's deeper than you think. That movie's actually pretty fucking.
What do you
pretty
think
good.
what do you think he's talking about?
Gru?
Yeah, man. Like he wants to take over the world and shit.
I think it's like when you really strip this Despicable Me back, it's really a heartwarming story about the trade-offs of like for your mission and your goal for your loved ones. I was thinking about that whenever I was watching it. I go, because he wants the moon bad, you know?
Uh-huh.
His whole thing, the whole movie, he's trying to get the moon. He's trying to prove that he's top villain. But these 3 girls come into his life and they start softening him up, you know? And then there's a moment where he's got the moon in his hand and the ballet recital ticket. He's in space and he's holding the moon, and the ballet recital ticket drifts past him, and he's like, damn, I really traded traded this relationship with these 3 girls that really cared about me for this moon, the prize. And I was like, damn, that's kind of fucking deep.
Nah, fuck that. I want the moon. I don't want the moon. I want it all.
Give me the moon. I see the moon and like all my little yellow henchmen, all my minions. It's kind of crazy.
Caretakers.
Those minions really blew up. Now the minions surpassed Gru as the main guy. They got Minions movies now.
Yeah, they do.
It's a little $1 billion character. Those guys probably didn't even realize they were making, but
ugly as fuck. No, I'm just kidding. No,
ugly as fuck.
I feel like anything like that is just being like, it's a rebranding. Like even like the Labubu thing, like do you remember the Labubu craze? You know the
Yeah, I know
Labubu.
Labubu.
Yeah, but it's like it's the same thing. It's like they create a character, they mass produce it,
Yeah.
to the kids, and then it's like it's there for
Sure.
fucking 10 years.
Yeah, that movie's like 15 years old. It's disgusting. And that movie came out 2012 or something. It's almost 15 years old.
The original Pokemon movie, bro.
When was that? 2000 or
2000, bro.
Damn.
2000, 2001. That was the one with dude, that
Where
movie
Ash, like dies, right?
they all die, bro, because they're on the Mewtwo Island and shit.
Yeah.
And then he's like brings them back to life with their tears.
Damn.
Like it's different, way different message, but the same type of nostalgism or whatever, if that's even a fucking word. Nostalgism. Nostalgism.
Got some nostalgism on my sweatpants right now.
Yo.
Should have changed it for the interview.
Man, tell us your funniest joke, dude.
Funniest joke?
Your funniest joke.
I don't know if I don't know if it's gonna hit right now.
All right, then don't tell us your funniest joke. Don't tell
Me
us.
to an empty field. Me to a playground of kids.
They can't even hear you.
Nah.
There's nobody here.
Yeah, facts.
What on? No, I'm just kidding. That's terrible.
Yeah, no, I don't know. For a funny joke, man.
No, tell it.
I kind of hate the. Does that ever happen to you where someone's like spit something for me?
Of course. That's why I said you don't have to do it. Of course. Yeah, no, 110%, dude. There's people like, oh, interview me right now. And I'm like, yeah, with what fucking camera? I'm at work, big dog. Like, I'm watching the door with a bunch of wooks inside dancing to bass music, and you want me to interview you on the front steps right now? Like, I can totally do that. Or in the studio, oh, make me a beat right now. Like, dude, do we have a guy for that? Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
We have a guy for that.
Pull up to the show. No one was at the show.
Yeah,
it's like people
dead ass.
Yeah, people are like, oh, I hear you do this, I hear you do that. Will you do it? I'll be like at work or something. They'll be like, oh, I heard you do stand up. Can I hear something? It's
you
like,
motherfucker.
Are you trying to get me fired, dude? Like, what are we? No.
What are you gonna report me to HR? What is this, a setup? You trying to set me up?
Give me $5 and buy one drink if you want to hear it.
I need 6 drinks vouchers for one joke.
Exactly.
One joke. Now, I think that it's annoying to be asked to do something like that on the spot, and that I was trying to prove a point, honestly.
Yeah, point proven.
Yeah.
I'm fucking pissed.
You could always be like Adam Sandler and be like, get the fuck away from me, dude. No, he does not take interviews. He does not talk to people.
Why would he? He can just chill, He doesn't need to be interviewed.
Starts with I don't know, like it's a humbling aspect of like, I don't know, like if you don't stay around, sign autographs and talk to people, and you're really like that.
I think I'm not gonna say I know Adam Sandler because I don't fucking know.
None of us
I
do.
feel like I see videos of him playing basketball with people and stuff.
See, that's cool.
Games,
that's cool. I fuck with
I
that.
can see someone that's been in front of cameras that long being like, I'm chilling on all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, 110%. I think that if he's probably just the worst example, probably a dickhead example to freaking pick. But there's plenty of people that I've seen, like even just here, like throwing shows, and we pay those dudes.
Sure.
We pay those dudes. Like we pay them to do headliner slots, and they don't want to do interviews, or they don't want to do a song or whatever. Like, you just hand someone over 14 grand and it's like, all right, will you do this podcast with this dude that I'm managing, or this or that, or hey, will you do a song with this kid I'm managing and stuff too?
Sure.
And they say no a lot of the times, and it's really demising, I feel like, too, because like when you get told no, especially like when everything else has went so well in the situations, the tickets get sold
Yeah, it kind of
and the
adds like a
people show
sour
up.
taste to
Yeah,
like the end of it, where you're
it
like,
makes you not like the person that you booked anymore as
yeah,
much as you did when you first were like, yeah, I'll do that. You know,
sure, yeah.
does that? I don't. I'm sure it happens in comedy, but does that happen to y'all quite often, or is that something that
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I
I
don't
think it's
know. I
kind of
feel like a
hard to
lot of
collaborate?
it is hard to collaborate, like just in general collaboration. Like anytime a collaboration works and like actually happens, it's like, there is a lot of there's a John Mulaney had this bit about like thanking people for coming to a show because it's like it's so nice to like not, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
it's so much nicer to be like have a plan and like cancel, It's like the fact that anyone actually ends up getting shit done and even like this, like it's like I'm appreciative that you
No,
brought
I'm
all this shit
appreciative of
out and we
you.
made it happen, like
It's gonna be a bomb video, bro. Like honest to God, because like, um, like the execution, just getting it done. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
totally. Just getting something out the door is like I feel like I really am valuing like that more and more as opposed to trying to be like I got this plan and we're gonna like make it perfect and dial it. It's like just getting something going in the first place is like most people don't get to that step
I
of it,
enjoy the hustle.
It's like
I
yeah, just
do.
like getting shit made and trying it out is cool. That's definitely like I feel like the coolest shit you can kind of do right now is just like anything because so many people are just not doing anything and it's really not good for you. Like it's really like the act of doing a thing I feel like has so many other benefits like besides any benefit that would come from a project succeeding, just like doing the thing has like mental health benefits and like
Yeah,
feeling of self-esteem and feeling of like you know what I mean? There's like other shit you're getting for it that's like kind of that's really what it's about,
it's
I think.
therapeutic, bro. It's really honestly,
Yeah,
if you're trying to lock in,
totally. It's a good feeling when you see like a thing like when the kick show was like there's you know basically sold out. I mean, we could have jammed a couple more people in there, but just a
people it
thing
looks
being
like they're
like
having
this was
fun.
not a thing and now there's a cool thing is that's a good feeling.
Yeah, no, most definitely, especially whenever you feel like you worked hard for something and it actually works out in some
Yeah,
type of favor for you, even though there's trials and tribulations through middle things or when finishing products.
sure.
I think it's super beneficial to fuck up, try again, fuck up, try again, fuck up, try again,
Yeah,
and even if it just works once or twice, now you have some type of mold or basis of a plan for how it should work. And if messing up, you're gonna learn more than you are of succeeding.
sure. Yeah, yeah. You're just slowly sort of figuring out how to do it. It's like things do take time, you know.
Yeah, yeah, it does.
And just getting in the door and starting the thing, and then being like, however many years it takes to figure it out is like I like things that are that's one of my favorite like elements of stand up is like you know I remember feeling like this in like in high school. There's people that are like their whole thing is like I'm the football guy, in high school, and it's like that's cool, and if you're good, it's cool, but it's also like I didn't like the idea of like there's a you stop, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
whether it's 18 and you don't play in college, like your whole thing is over, or maybe you get to play in college and it's 24 or something or whatever. It's like then it's over. I like playing guitar is cool because it's like that's like a sort of lifelong craft you're working on
Right.
and music and writing and stuff like that and stand up where it's like ideally you continue to sharpen and get better and you don't really have any like there's not really any point where you have to stop. um I guess like when people start getting like losing some of that like sense of self, like when you start getting like there's some comedians that just get like way too big and start to lose some of the personable element, like sometimes it's like what you liked about a person's stand up was like their perspective and like tone of voice, and it's like now they're a fucking multimillionaire and they lose some of that, and I feel like that's the only real um hurdle that like will make people hang it up.
There's so much knowledge in being broke and doing a craft that you love.
Yeah.
It's unreal
Mm-hmm.
because you make it work.
Yeah.
Anybody can, but it's the ones that are willing to lock in. You
gotta lock in.
You gotta lock in. Man.
Lock in is good.
It's the best. It's fucking. It's what you gotta do.
A heavy coffee lock in. What's your favorite? I don't know if this will translate, but as far as like, I'll go first just to set it up.
All right.
Favorite feelings. A favorite feeling is like you know, I've been drinking cold brew. Like early morning cold brew. Sit down. I don't have anything on the plate, but I have something that I'm like hyped to work on. Whether that be like I got the Word doc open and I
Okay.
got some shit to do, but I don't know. That's been one of my favorite feelings lately.
One of my favorite feelings. Oh boy.
And it could be anything.
A K-hole. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Get my dick sucked.
No way.
Yeah.
Let me think. Now one of my favorite feelings lately has been the sense of like achievement.
Yeah.
And I guess in that it's like it's not something like physically like obtainable that you can grasp. Like it's
Yeah.
not tangible.
Mhm.
And the way that I say it's like the reason why it's like that is because there's been a whole gap, like a whole void in me like trying to break into the entertainment industry the way that I need it to work out for myself. And
Sure.
you know, and I found a way that makes everything work comfortably, like, and being a fucking um a blackjack clown that travels with a group of fucking clowns that deals, that runs a casino across these festivals is giving me a sense of purpose.
Mhm.
And even beyond this, because I love this, don't get me wrong,
Sure.
I truly love doing all of this, and the content stuff. Otherwise, it would just be like dead end work, and it probably would never get done. But that sense of achievement of like even on top of that, like if I wanted to go even further, completing one of these videos
Yeah.
to me is one of the biggest triumphant moments that I feel like I can have. Not only is it adding more to the catalog, but it's like, wow, I spent 6 hours to edit this video that people can enjoy for 45 minutes out of their day. And yeah, I mean, I get a bunch of views, but I completed it and I did it. And it's there for the rest of the time. Like, even when I die, that video will
Yeah,
still
and
be on there.
you've built like a body of work.
Yeah.
Too.
There's
Looking
like,
back at a body of work is like
it's kind
that's a
of
great
cool.
feeling.
These videos started being 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Yeah.
And now they've jumped all the way up to an hour, and like I can post them on Spotify and shit like that. But that would be my sense of like achievement right now,
Yeah.
like, and like I don't feel like for me like relaxing is like not something I really like to do. Like even at home, like
Sure.
I'm still competing, like I'm playing comp games instead of watching TV and
Yeah.
streaming it.
What are you playing?
Marvel Rivals.
Damn, dude. I was grinding Marvel Rivals for a little bit.
I'm like I'm
Who do
like
you main?
so close to like Celestial 3.
Damn.
I got a lot of hours on that game. I mean, like, it depends,
Are you like
man.
a tank guy or what are you?
All of them, bro. I got like, I'm good at
I
Spider-Man.
literally was just only playing as Spider-Man, and I got pretty cold with the swinging around. It's pretty fucking fun. I haven't played in several little
The shit
months
talking
now,
on that
but
game is next level, bro.
yeah,
Because people are like, they can't say stuff because they'll get banned, so they're just chopping it up in the chat, and
sure.
they're talking about you, bro. And then nothing hurts worse whenever you're Spider-Man and you're like, bro, you're 13 or you're like 10 and like 14 or some shit,
Yeah.
and you're just not
Or
cutting
like
it.
switch.
Yeah, swap,
Yeah, that
swap
shit
right,
pissed me off.
screaming in the mic like you're fucking selling our game.
Shit
Like
pissed me off, dude. I was the guy constantly being told to switch. And I was like, nah.
people alting in spawn and like
Yeah.
using their big power ups that like do stuff in spawn and shit. Like, come on,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah, like I was like top 200 Gambit for a while when it first came
Damn.
out. Yeah, it was been fun. I have a lot of hours on that game.
Yeah.
I don't really watch TV. I watch like a lot of documentaries and shit, and like,
Sure.
like Brandon Buckingham and like Tommy G, and I don't even really watch like Mr. Beast or anything like Cold One. That's about it, bro. Like
Sure.
shit that entertains, like is actually entertaining and worth spending my time. I don't like to really watch brain rot, and I've had a bad that's another sense of feeling that I don't like to I don't like. If I had to say one that I don't like, I don't
Yeah,
like
that's a
being
good one.
stuck on the phone
Worst
with the brain
feeling,
rot.
the pit, being just in that pit is definitely
It's so hard to get out of it
a
sometimes.
nasty feel. And it's weird that we're all like aware. Like we're all aware that like that's a thing, that's a nasty feeling, and like that's exactly like, you know, it's very much. I mean, I guess the whole addiction label
Mm,
is like is a thing, because it's like what else would you call it when it's like someone's doing something they know is like a waste of
not
time and
good.
fucked
Yeah.
up and like actually bad for you.
At least with the streaming stuff, I can get tips on the night and shit. Like get
I
people
think
to
that's
come
yeah,
in.
that's a little different, but
It
like just
is
when
it
you're just on
though,
your phone, just straight up scrolling, it's
dude.
like,
Sometimes I'm streaming for like 8 hours.
are you playing Rivals or what are you
Yeah,
streaming? Yeah.
just Rivals. Like, and I tried Arc Raiders, and the
Do you
numbers
play
just.
with like a squad, or do you just
No, I solo queue a lot of
Yeah.
the times, but then we started, triple stacking and stuff, and like, cause just the timing was working out for a lot of other people's that
Sure.
were in the same like MMR rating. Which, if you don't know what MMR is, it's your hidden tally score to the AI in the game that picks the players in the pool that are queuing for the game to match you up to them. So if your MMR rate is super fucking high
Mhm.
because you're Spider-Man and you got 20 final hits and
Yeah.
shit, they're gonna put you in a game where there's potentially like ex Celestial players and
Yeah,
stuff if you're building
super
up, and it's
super
super
powerful guys. Yeah.
super duper, or cheaters, or
Yeah.
and it's that's the biggest thing right now in the gaming world that it's just people are tired of, and it honestly kills games faster than people think. But there's a lot of money in that part of the entertainment industry.
Mhm.
There's a shit ton of money.
In what, the streaming
The,
stuff, or?
the streaming world and the gaming world, the coding world, because you have to to stream and have like all of that stuff that pops up on your screen and all that stuff. Like you have to know code.
Yeah.
Like you have to some people like hire people like this, like for like a huge example, like the burnt peanut guy. I don't know if you know who that is, but he's the dude that's came up within the last year. Super big guy now, on the streaming world, like pulling like 75K people watching his live stream at a time or more.
It's crazy.
As fuck. And his view rate is really high on YouTube, and people just think he's a comedian. There's a lot of people that think he's there's people that think he's like Shane Gillis. There's people that thinks he's this David guy that hangs out in the comedian scene. I can't think of his last name, but he's a comic that became a VTuber that just says a bunch of jokes while he's playing Arc Raider. So like they have like a video version of themselves on the screen, like the super hot anime chicks or like the
Okay,
potato
yeah.
or some shit like that. That's what the VTuber thing is.
Gotcha.
And his is a peanut.
Gotcha.
But those people know code, and what they'll do is like code in like intros or outros or like different
Sure.
outfits or like just scenic things that pop up when people subscribe or send money or tips or whatever. And there's a lot of money in that, because those same people are probably getting paid to clip farm the streams and post them everywhere and stuff. And there's a lot of money in that, bro. Those people make like $60,000 to $30,000. And the ad share revenue money for what comes on the page because of the content and how people are looking for that content. Think about it. It's kind of like cheating the bank. Like think about you have a hot clip and you give that same clip to 10 other people to post.
Yeah.
That's how like TikTok works,
Yeah.
Um
It's weird, all the industry around it, like that's also, I don't know, I guess that's also why it's so like addictive, is because there's so many people putting work into making the shit, and,
yeah.
like, when you get on like Instagram Reels, you're like, damn, like this is to say it's all slop is unfair.
Dude,
it's a
you
lot
sound like my manager, bro.
It's a lot of hours and shit, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, even like music too is like like the What the Helly song. Like I hated that shit at first, man. And my manager like, you can't hate it. Like you really can't. I'm like, why can't I hate this song? He's like, because it's working. Like you can't hate something that's working. And I was like, okay. And then like a month later, I kind of started liking the song. And then around the same time is whenever like a year. Nah, it was a couple months, but it was like the 6-7 song with Skrilla. That song came out too, and I'm like, dude, I like, hated that song too. And then all of a sudden, like that song will never die for the next probably 5 years.
No,
because of the kids.
It's like it's insane. It totally is it's a thing.
It is a thing. Yeah, man. Is there anything you want to shout out? Anybody you want to shout out? Any plugins or anything like that before we let you go, bro?
I mean, I'll just shout out just the open mics. You got Nomads at like 8 o'clock at Nomads Trailside every Tuesday. You got New Province Brewing up in Rogers on Wednesday at 7 o'clock. You got my buddy Conrad hosts the open mic at I think it's called Smoothie Q's. You know that spot?
No,
Smoothie
I'm gonna have
shop?
to. I like smoothies though.
Yeah, it's a Monday night open mic. I think it's at like 7 or something.
That's cool. I like Monday nights. There's usually not shit to do on Monday.
Yeah, I like a front end of the week. That's what's kind of nice too. Is like the open mic sort of stuff is like usually it's front end of the week because tail end of the week is like places are actually doing shows
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I guess follow my Instagram. Follow really go to an event. I would
Go.
say. That'd be my
Come
main
see
thing.
him at an event.
Not
That's
even
what he
me,
wants.
Just go see anyone do anything live because
Touch some grass.
You need people to go to shit, and it is so easy and so tempting to just not. But like most of the time, it's a fun time, and at a minimum, you'll meet some people there that are also interested in like live shit happening. So I'd say do that. Don't even follow my thing. I don't give a fuck. Just go fucking go to something.
Hell yeah, that's wise advice,
And
man.
Go to the thing and yeah, try to have fun.
Do you have a spot of my bad. I forgot to throw this in earlier.
Yeah.
You say you make music and stuff as well. You have a band and whatnot.
Yeah,
You have
shout out Burning Furniture. That's my band.
Okay.
It's a new development, but we've been playing all over. It's been fun.
Shout out Burning Furniture,
Yeah.
man. We're gonna have to go check it out.
We'll have to do a we did these guys a podcast, and it was just unhinged because it was a lot more fuck around than this deal because I also was like, what the fuck are we doing a band podcast for? You know, I was like, yeah. So, I don't think those guys were able to use any of our clips because we were doing some crazy bits, but maybe we could make that happen. Maybe we could do a Burning Furniture interview with you or something.
I'll have to come see you live again, bro.
Yeah, it was really fun. The band thing has been fun. So, but again, I think just doing shit live is fun.
It is.
Know? It's a lot better than just like.
And your stage presence is good, bro. A lot of people
Thanks,
like to go up there and fucking bomb or don't give a fuck. Like you give a fuck.
I'm trying to not bomb.
No, you care, and that's what matters the most.
For sure, I'm actively trying to get better and not eat a dick in front of everyone. I'm actively trying to not promote something for 2 months on my Instagram, and then everyone get out there and be like, oh,
"What the fuck was this?
He sucks ass,
dude.
Really bad."
So you have if you had to go for like the longest amount, like you got like an hour, like
yeah, it's kind of where I'm working up to this year. I mean, I've done I think the most I've done is like 35, 40 minutes. That's a lot of riffing and stuff, but that headliner spot is like 45 to an hour.
Yeah.
To get booked to headline. And the thing I don't like is people do jump the gun and start like promoting themselves as a headliner way before they have like that amount of quality material. But you also don't want to like undersell yourself so much and like spend 10 years being like working up the confidence to be a headliner. So I'm probably like I probably got like 45 if I like structured it all and then did some riffing and stuff.
No crowd work.
I'm trying to like do more of that. The crowd work thing was such a phenomenon over the last like few years with like the Matt Rifes and the TikTok clips.
Yeah.
And a lot of like comedians were like really like anti the crowd work. And my thing is sort of like what you said. It's like you can't hate it if it's
working.
Like these guys that are doing the crowd work things, they're selling out.
Yeah.
Theaters and shit. Like, and to be like, fuck that, you know, is kind of but there's also different degrees of quality, you know. Like, I want to work on crowd work as more of a like we're trying to bring a room together,
yeah,
and break up some of the tension. I don't really give a fuck what anyone does for their job, because like I'm not fucking Indeed, you know. I'm not hiring you, like, but I think it can be like a good tool to like, you know, break up some of the weirdness of a room or whatever.
Most definitely.
Yeah. So yeah. I forget what the thing we were talking about was before that, but Go to a live event. Go to some shit. Support live arts.
All right, man.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on.
No,
too.
thank
I
you, man.
appreciate it, dude.
For sure, bro.
Yeah, hopefully this turns out cool.
Yeah, it will. It definitely will.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kick the camera over.
Solid set. Nick, this is your first time on the show, correct?
Yes, first time.
Welcome. How long you been doing stand-up?
Like 3 years.
Where do you live?
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Whoa. Welcome.
Okay.
Bill Clinton's from?
Sin City.
It's okay. I'll hold this.
So you made a trip here just for this?
I grew up and born and raised in Austin, Texas. Yeah. I work for the school district in Fayetteville, so like I'm on summer right now, just staying with my folks, and
What do you do for the school district?
I'm the district photographer.
Come on.
Yeah.
So you're taking,
Chill.
you're,
Nah, that's mad creepy, dude.
Nah, dude.
you're taking pictures of children for a living?
Hey, man.
Ari Shafir, high five.
Nice.
A big win for the pedophiles.
Yeah.
Sounds like a case for Sherlock Holmes.
There's a lot of money in pictures of kids these days, so
Whoa.
I'm doing.
Kevin Spacey's out.
So you literally specialize in taking school pictures?
Well, no, so like I don't take like school, I don't do like Life Touch stuff. Like anytime there's like grants for any like we get like a lot of money in grants, and so like I get to go to like most of the fun days. Like I go to like field trips, and I go to like if someone gets a check for like something. It's really awesome shit, guys. I'd love to talk more about it.
Well,
Unbelievable.
I thought the jokes were good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike your hair,
Thank
you're
you.
a head and shoulders above the rest.
Yeah, dude. Thank you.
Where'd you get good at stand-up?
So we actually have like a pretty sweet scene in Fayetteville, like Northwest Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas is cooler than like all of Arkansas, and we got like we can hit spots like every night, and then do shows like Friday, Saturday shows, and so like I'm getting a lot of stage time, which is sweet.
Hell yeah.
When you say that there's a pretty sweet scene, what exactly do you mean? The population is 99,000 people.
Sweet scene in the sense of like I'm going like open mics have like a lot of people in them still, so it's like you know the thing that's different here is like I go to open mics and it's like there's not really anyone besides like two comics that are mad you're there, and like there it's like room, so I feel like I get more better gauge of if jokes work or not.
How
I feel
old are
like
you?
24.
24 years old, and you have a full-time job in Fayetteville. So how long ago did you move to Arkansas?
I went to the U of A, and I graduated from there 2 years ago. So now I just live and work there.
So you're a Razorback.
Woo woo pig, baby. I'm not diehard at any sport. I don't give a fuck about sports, but
Did you major in taking pictures of little kids at
that was
Arkansas?
just
Or was that your minor?
that was my passion project. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little Mark Norman running off on me.
Hell yeah.
Comedy.
Team Kendrick.
Wow. Okay. What's your love life like out there in Fayetteville?
Killing it, crushing it.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, a lot of Arkansas pigs.
A lot of pigs, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just knee deep in the slop, dude, every night. It's it's slow. It's not going great. No. It's fine. I'm chilling. Let's talk about the kids some more, you know?
He's more nervous talking about his dating life than taking pictures of children.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. The look. You play rock music or something like that? Do you do something that matches your look? Taking pictures of children, I mean...
I do this when I take the pictures. You
Yeah.
know? No, this is just I'm bad at scheduling haircuts. I like long hair. It's not.
You skateboard?
Nope.
No?
I went one time to the skate park while I was in college, my second year of college.
Just to take pictures?
Yeah. Exactly.
No talent out there. You got out of there.
Well, no, I thought that maybe that could be an arc, but I got called a poser by some kids because I wouldn't drop in the pool.
He was on roller skates.
Yeah.
Watch out now, coming through.
You guys got a pretty sweet scene here.
It's
Pretty sweet scene.
Tell us something about your life, Nick, that would surprise us. What makes you different than all the other humans in the world? You got a crazy story or something?
I really fuck heavy with Bluebell ice cream.
Whoa.
When you say you do
My
that...
man. This kid's all right.
Yeah. I was riding with them through the Holy Cola scare. I did not give a fuck. I was eating gallons.
How hard do you fuck with ice cream? Tell us more about this.
I pretty pretty hard, I guess. I could eat like nightly probably. I'd probably hit like some Dutch chocolate Bluebell.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ.
Chocolate?
I'm not trying to brag.
We
Sorry,
got a real
guys.
Hunter Biden over here.
Yeah, dude.
Wow. So you're
We
just
all eat ice cream.
eating ice cream and not getting pussy.
No, that's literally my whole brand. I feel like.
Bluebell and blue balls.
Yeah. I'm nutting for the record.
So what do you like
but-
when you're done taking pictures of these kids? You're like, I got a freezer full of ice cream.
Yeah, they told me I had to stop pulling up to the schools playing the music, and so they were like, never mind, bombed.
Fuck.
You don't put on the weight for eating ice cream. You're thin as a rail.
Yeah.
I mean, you look good.
Thanks, dude. Hell yeah.
You look like
Appreciate
Ari's Holocaust dad. Sorry.
Yes.
Incredible stuff, Nick. Is there anything else we should know about you before moving along?
No, this was good. There's a lot of people. You can get me out of here. That was
Wow.
good. Yeah.
Look at you giving up his time for the thousands of other
Y'all
people.
have seen plenty of me. Yeah. I'll be back. Yeah. I'll be back.
Nick, what's the longest set you've ever done?
Like 25 minutes, 20 minutes.
I'd love to have you on the Speaker Show Thursday.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nick, here's a big joke book. There you go.